How do disruptive technologies cause market leaders to fail, even when they seem to do everything right?
Everybody knows why badly managed businesses fail, but what's more interesting is how companies like Kodak or Nortel Networks seem to do everything right and still didn't survive. In the 1990s, Professor Clayton Christensen from the Harvard Business School put forward a theory of disruptive technology to explain this. In every market, there's a trajectory of performance improvement that customers are able to make use of, but where this trajectory lies is different from one customer to the next. Some customers can be satisfied with very basic levels of performance. Some others are very demanding and will only feel satisfied by very high levels of performance from a technology. Disruptive technologies enter the market offering very low performance, but their performance steadily improves. So, in the early days of a disruptive technology, the new innovation is considered to be not good enough by most of the market, but it seems perfectly acceptable to those customers that never really ask for more. This small group of customers might be attracted by the fact that this barely good enough technology is less expensive or offers them a bit of new functionality that the old technology simply didn't provide. The problems often begin for industry incumbents when they are first assessing a potentially disruptive innovation entering their sector. The company's biggest customers are telling it at that point that the new technology simply doesn't meet their needs. So, they apply the usual business logic and very rationally conclude that they should stick with the technology that they already have. But here's the thing. The new technology that started out as low quality still gets adopted in an undemanding corner of the market and steadily improves until it is good enough to meet the performance expectations of even the most demanding customers. By this time, however, it's usually too late for the incumbent to do much about it because they fail to develop the required capabilities and linkages to leverage the new technology. Christensen frequently uses the advent of the word processor as an example. Many people who used them in the 1980s probably remember being frustrated by the fact that the computer sometimes struggled to keep up with your fingers as you were typing. Demanding customers, like professional secretaries, would have been horrified by the new technology, and a typewriter company would have rationally listened to these customers and decided that they should continue to stay focused on improving typewriters. Despite their imperfect performance, however, these early word processors had tremendous appeal for one group of customers, people who didn't type very well and who loved being able to easily fix their mistakes. This group was willing to forgive the lack of speed in exchange for this new functionality. But as computers got better and faster, word processors steadily improved until even the fastest, most demanding typists were satisfied with the new technology. Now think about technologies that are unfolding their disruptive potential right now, like 3D printing. At the moment, 3D printers for home use produce relatively low-resolution, fused, deposition modeled plastic compound artifacts. But give it a few years and think about the number of objects you would love to print. Lost a rook in a chess game? Forgot a present, it's 10 p.m. and the shops are closed? When affordable 3D printing can service more sophisticated ends of the market, retail, manufacturing, and logistics won't be the same anymore. One of the interesting things about disruptive innovations is that they tend to have almost nothing to do with how radical the new technology is. Instead, what makes a technology disruptive is the fact that it isn't sustaining, which basically means that it isn't based on the same markets and value networks as what's already available. In that regard, the emergence of disruptive innovations is really almost as much of a management phenomenon as it is about the technology in and of itself. Disruptive innovations get a lot of attention in the business press because of the seismic shifts that they can deliver in industries. In this way, disruptive innovations are sometimes a force for renewal in the marketplace. And while they are responsible for failures of large companies, every one of these fatalities in the business world tends to be a new entrepreneur's success story.